Hello there. Uh, I have a problem. I want to get a UI that has like a glow effect and kind of display it over like an actual like 3D scene. And the glow is kind of hard to get to work. And so this is just the easiest way that I have found to get it to work. It's kind of I don't know what the best word, like clunky. So basically, here is my scene. Sorry, I'm looking at the this right here. Basically, it's like a 3D scene with a world environment that has its own things and stuff. It has like a glow. Here's this little thing with its own like 3D glow. But I want to also get a 2D glow, and yeah. So if I go to here, this is my kind of UI thing. Basically, like either you want to get like a settings thing or like information on the screen that just looks good. So if I just launch this, I have my cameras right there, and as you can see, no glow yet. So what we can do is first add in a sub viewport. Basically, we're just going to add in another viewport to handle the 2D glow. But there's some kind of problems with that and kinks that we got to work out. Go to the sub viewport. We can set that to the full rectangle control option, and then also set the stretch on that to on, so the sub viewport automatically stretches to the screen size of what it's supposed to be. And then we can go to here, and then we can disable 3D. I don't really know if that actually does anything for memory space runtime. I have no idea. But we need to basically go to the world 3D and then add in a new world 3D and then a new environment. And go into here, and then basically in this environment, so basically in the environment, we're going to go to the background and then change the mode to canvas. And then we can go to glow, turn that on, and then we can like adjust the settings or whatever. The sub viewport has a like gray background automatically, and we don't want that, so we're just going to add in a color rect. Always feels weird saying that. I don't know that. And then you can change the background or the color to black, because we're going to be doing some trick, because having the sub viewport be there's an option right here for transparent background. The glow actually doesn't really work with that. Like, it just disappears because something with how the glow is calculated, like the image itself is the background like takes out the glow that was added to the image, so it just doesn't really work. So we're going to keep that on, and instead we're going to go to the sub viewport container, and then on the canvas item part, we're going to go to the material and add in a new canvas item material, and then we just change the blend mode to add. And as you can see, our background disappears. And this is where the jankiness kind of comes in. So we can drag in our UI that we want into the sub viewport, just like that. And then as you can see, it has the glow now. And we can, we can always change the glow settings and stuff in our environment. You can turn on in rendering for the sub viewport. You can turn on use HDR2D, and I think that's like a fancier way of doing glow. That, as you can see, it has glow. And the problem with this is that you can't really do like kind of like images or whatever. You kind of have to have like solid colors for this, because since it's using the blend mode of add, it's not like it's mixing. It's going to be mixing these colors with whatever background is behind it. So for our case, it's going to be the 3D game that we have. So just keep that in mind. There's going to be some weird transparent stuff, but it works pretty well and it looks pretty nice for kind of like brighter colors. And then as you go darker, the weirder it gets. I'm just gonna run the game. And then as you can see, it has the glow. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. I can change something right here. So we can go to the modulation and then up the intensity. So yeah, just like that. And then we can change the color also. And yeah, so it has the weird transparent effect from the additive color. But honestly, I think it still looks pretty good. So you can just mess around with the different colors. I do not know if there is a way to have an actual kind of image with the edges of it having the glow with a transparent background for now in Godot. I think it's 4.6 that I'm in. So yeah, the additive color is why we added this black background, the color rect, because if we turn this up, then as you can see, it's just like that. And this kind of acts as the transparency for our UI and stuff. But I think that's about it. I probably forgot to say something, but yeah.